Hello, this is Shan Chandrasekar welcoming you to another delightful part of our programming. As part of our tribute to 100 years of Indian cinema, we brought some of the finest of motion picture producers, artists, playback singers, music directors, and many others. We are delighted and very honored to present an outstanding icon in the field of Kathak and in the field of Indian cinema, none other than Pandit Birju Maharaj ji. Pandit Birju Maharaj ji is an icon in the field of Kathak dancing. He has a Padma Vibhushan, probably one of the highest civilian titles in the history of India. And in addition to that, he's got the Sangeet Natak Academy Award. He's a vocalist, percussionist, composer, poet, dancer, choreographer. And by the way, he's also got honorary doctorates. What an honor to welcome him. In addition to that, we are delighted to welcome Ms. Shashwati Sen. She's an outstanding Kathak dancer, choreographer. She has won the Sanskriti Award, the Shringar Mani Award, and the Sangeet Natak Academy Award. What an honor to welcome you.
Thank you.
Pandit ji, your contribution to art and culture has been absolutely outstanding. And in the most recent past, your contribution to Indian cinema has been noteworthy as well. Because Kathak was an extraordinarily respectable form of classical dancing, but you now made it popular by taking it through the Hindi cinema and the Indian movies. So tell us about the origins of Kathak, because I heard that it is in 13th century it was originally performed in temples, and then in the 15th century I understand the royalty embraced it, I believe. So tell us about this evolution.
Yes. So from Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh, 35 kilometer, the village name Kichkila, and there was 989 house of Kathak families.
Right.
Somebody was singing, somebody was playing sitar and everything. And after big name there in village, then some from Lucknow, Vaisali Shah, Nawab Vaisali Shah, they called to Lucknow and have given big house, everything to my great grandfather, Thakur Prasad ji, and Thakur Prasad Durga Prasad ji, and they told that now you dance and teach everybody.
Wonderful.
And so much, when he was coming in court, just Nawab, he was doing like this to honor to my great grandfather. And Nawab Sahab himself writing some Thumris. Therefore, he loved to my Maharaj Bindadeen ji, my grandfather, Thumri, so much, because between the Krishna and Gopis, so much mischief and this and that kind of the bhav. Vaisali Shah like that. Therefore, he was very happy, and to do himself also sometimes in the mahal. And with all the begums,
Right.
So he wrote the Banwe, some books, and other books also, and Thumri, and 150 Gat Nikas Bhav.
Wow.
In his book.
Wow. Wonderful, wonderful.
So, and Ishtadev is Krishna from the beginning, from 7 generations. Still now we play Janmashtami, and daily we are doing the same in the morning to play something, and after that I am doing other things.
That's wonderful. Tell me about the influence of Kathak in Indian cinema.
Even before Maharajji, his uncle Lachu Maharaj started the tradition. From Mughal-E-Azam, Tisri Kasam, Pakiza, Mujhe Jeene Do, and so many. At that time, I think he was the most sought after. Whenever it was a matter of period scenes and films, and a little classicism into the dancer's role, Lachu Maharaj was a real genius. And Maharajji, of course, initially Lachu Maharajji wanted Maharajji to take up after he finishes, but Maharajji's mother said, stage and your family is important. You can go and work for the films where it is good. So Maharajji only chose to do films for those directors who kept the sanctity of the style, of the tradition, holding it. Starting with Satyajit Ray's Shatranj Ki Khiladi.
I remember that because I had the honor of interviewing Amjad Khan, and he spoke about Shatranj Ki Khiladi.
Because it was in his courtroom that I was dancing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a small world.
Yes.
She did action with that song.
Oh, that is fantastic.
And it was Maharaji's playback.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Bhairavi, pure Thumri.
I sang that. Very nice Thumri. Satyajit Dada asked me, you sing this song.
Yeah.
So that was Bhairavi. If you want to, then I can, 1-2 line I can sing.
Please do that.
कान्हा में तो से हरी हेरे छोड़ो सारी कान्हा में तो से हरी छोड़ो सारी सुनो बेहरी नहीं मैं दूंगी तो है गारी सुनो बिहारी नहीं मैं दूंगी तो है गरी काना में तो से हारी कान्हा में तो से हारी छोड़ो हरी.
Again our hearty compliments. Fabulous, fabulous.
I love myself in that.
That is, congratulations again. Pandit ji has won many awards and accolades all over the world. You know, how can you beat Padma Vibhushan, obviously? But in the film industry, his composition led Sanjay Leela Bhansali for the film to receive a Filmfare Award, and for his enormous, fantastic composition, More Lang Dola.
Yes.
What a beautiful piece that was. So tell me about your composition there.
Bajirao Mastani, yes. Because when Sanjay ji was telling me and words, I want to know the first thing.
Right.
What is the words?
Right.
Because these days the words is in the film, not very good. I mean, before long time is Jaidev and Roshan ji and Shankar Jaikishan. That time the lyrics was so high, poetic and but now I don't like much. So I asked to Sanjay ji, what is the word? Something. Then he got Rang De Mohe Lal, Nandi Ke Lal. If there is Nandalal, then I am ready to do that because my lovely Nandalal is there. Then I started bhav on that the line.
I want you to just enact your own movement. Can you do that for me, please?
Yeah.
That is fantastic. We talked about Deepika, Madhuri, Aishwarya Rai. You've composed for some of the topmost heroines of India. Now let's come back to Deepika Padukone. She's one of the most beautiful girls in the world, and from what I understand, she's a very nice person as well. I believe. I've never had the pleasure of meeting her yet. But tell us about your work with her. What is she like to work with?
She learned Bharatnatyam or Kuchipudi something. In the body, it was very stiff. Exactly.
She's from the south.
Yes.
Right.
And she was feeling she can't do in the beginning.
Right.
But Shashwati ji and I was very sure that I can do something with Deepika ji, and then after third day she was feeling little comfortable. My action and my expression, how turning, how looking, how in the body and Rangde Mohilal, the curve of the body, she could learn that, then I was happy and she was happy. She feels good.
That's fabulous. Now, here's a quick, short little clip of an example of a combination of outstanding composers and artists coming together. How can you beat the combination of Sanjay Leela Bhansali, Shreya Ghoshal's voice, the beauty of Deepika Padukone, and the gracefulness and the enormous amount of artistic work that went into the creative and the composition of Pandit ji. Take a look at this together. Tell me about the composition. When you compose this, do you keep in mind whether Deepika Padukone is the dancer or Madhuri Dixit is the dancer or Aishwarya is the dancer?
Actually, for Madhuri, I can say she is very nice, very great, and she can understand. And after every shot, she was looking in the monitor and telling me, Maharaji, I could not do like you. Should I do again?
Very meticulous.
And many shots. And she was ready to do again. So
But
like
she
her,
was trained in Kathak.
Right.
So it was a different quality.
Oh,
Different.
it's wonderful. And what a song, Kahe Ched Ched Mori. Oh, brilliant piece of music. And your composition there, when I think of it, makes it even more ecstatic. So tell us about that work.
yes, all this drums and theka, that I call theka. The rhythms I made in the beginning.
Right.
And the Thumri was written by my grandfather, Maharaj Bindadin ji. Kahe Ched Ched. Nandakulal Aso Dheet, Barbas Mori Laj. This and Binda Sham, as soon the name is coming Binda, that Maharaj Bindadin ji, my grandfather. Binda Sham Manat Nahi. Kasi Kumu mein apne jiya ki sunat nahi mai. So I used, and Madhuri did very nicely this song. And in the beginning,
Right.
Sanjay ji asked me to sing the first line too. I said, okay, I will try it. He knows that I'm singing and this and
Right.
so I will take that 2 lines. Maliti kundhai kesh pyare gugware maliti kundhai केश प्यारे गुगवरे मुख दामिने से दाम कत चाल मतवरी चाल मतवरी चाल मतवरी. Madhuri Chabi was in my mind. Madhuri movement of the body, the song will work on the body. So I sang that. And the beginning of the bowl, ta 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 di 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 na 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 ta ki ta da di di na 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 ta ki ta di na di di na 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 ta ki ta di na da di da ge na da ka ta da di na kat da di da ge na da ka ta da di na kat ti gu ti da gu ti ta klang da di na da di na da di na da ti gu ti da gu ti ta klang da di na Dadina, Dadina, da, Dadina, da.
And also the poetry which follows is written by Maharaji. Yeah, Maharaji, aap boliye, Daisha.
Dai Sham rok lai, rok lai, rok lai.
Maharaji, can you please do it with Abhinay?
Oh. कि धाए शाम रोक लई रोक लई.
My God, fantastic.
ददी की भरी मटकी
ददकी भरी मटकी लई जात रही डगर बीच आहट सुन आहट सुन.
I use this.
My God, it is
And
just
these 4 lines I wrote.
fabulous, fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, they're just talking about the great
Devdas.
Madhuri Dixit. Here is a little statement from Madhuri about Pandit ji. Take a look at this.
I'm very honored to be dancing with him because I consider him as my guru and the ultimate in Kathak dancing.
I'm sure producers and directors like Sanjay Leela Bansali would be so grateful to the creative input that you offer over and above what was originally done.
Yeah.
In other words, it's in this particular case, Sanjay Leela himself composed the music, I believe.
Yes, some of the songs.
Some
he
of the
did.
songs.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And really speaking, Shanji, we always are so grateful to Sanjay Bhai because after the Satyajit Ray's film, the most popular, which took Kathak to the corners of the world, was Kahe Ched Ched.
Right, right.
Everywhere that we went, every competition, every reality show, the children would do Kahe Ched Ched. So he made Kathak so globally popular amongst the youngsters, amongst the masses.
Yeah, you mentioned about Kahe Ched just now. I had the pleasure of having Kavita ji in the studio here with me, and we were discussing this particular song actually that you had composed for Madhuri, but the song was sung by her.
Yes.
And she narrated some incident regarding this song. I want you to listen to what she said because she thought it was such an honor to sing this song where you were composing the dance for it, okay?
Yes.
So let's take a look at what Kavita ji told me.
Devdas, I'd like to say that it was very interesting for me because here I had Mardala, which was a Thumri kind of a composition, and then I had another song which was rag based and also slightly Thumri, which was composed under the under the direction of Ismail Darbar, but it was actually an hereditary composition of Birju Maharaj's family.
Oh, I see.
It was their Gharana song. It was Kahe Ched Ched Mohe. And that was totally, Birju Maharaj used to keep on singing the lines. And then finally I had to tell Maharaji, Maharaji, ye to film ka gana hai. If you keep on giving me 100 variations, this will be a 50-minute song. So he says, no, sorry. As I'm track bana lenge. So Ismail ji said, don't worry, we'll make the track and we'll fix the places so that it's easier to sing for the film script. And then Maharaji was there for the recording. And that was a very unusual song.
The Dada of the Indian film industry, Yusuf Bhai, Dilip Kumar, I had the pleasure of having him in the studio and I did the interview with him. And there was some connection between Dilip Kumar, to somebody who was like your sister, Sitara Devi. So tell us about that.
Sitara Devi, I call Didi.
Right.
And she was disciple of my father, Achan Maharaj ji, and also Lachu Maharaj ji and Shamu Maharaj ji. She learned from them. And when any student is working hard for their art, they become like a relative.
Oh, I see. Right.
Home member.
Sure.
So, who is doing hard work, they are not only student, but they are member of my home.
Ancient films,
yeah.
Mughal-E-Azam, Mohe Panghat ke Nandlal. Lachu Maharaj's compositions.
Pyar Kiya To
Darna Kya, all those immortal.
But do you remember Lachu Maharaj's composition, Pyar Kiya To Darna Kya? Do you remember what he composed at that time?
I'm sure because he was during that time he was there and he danced for the audience on the set of that Sheesh Mahal.
Wow.
I danced there.
Yeah.
Opening day, the Sheesh Mahal. I didn't dance in the film, but I danced for all the artists.
Oh,
Opening
really?
of Mughal-E-Azam.
Wow.
Raj Kapoor ji, Devan, everybody was there.
Wow.
And I danced in Sheesh Mahal.
Oh,
where
wow.
Madhubala did that some number.
Wow, that's fabulous. We've had the honor of having in our studio, we've done interviews with none other than the greatest tabla master of the world, Ustad Ala Rakha. I've had the pleasure of having him in the studio, and you've had the pleasure of knowing him, and also you've done a Jugalbandi with his son, who is an outstanding tablist, world famous Zakir Hussain. You did a Jugalbandi together.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Zakir Bhai is very intelligent and, God gifted some artists. The God made them. And the same thing he is telling about me, कि Sunday ke din, the God has made you.
That's fantastic.
Because at leisure, giving you all qualities.
That's absolutely fabulous.
Maharaji has also performed with Ala Rakha Khan Sahab so many times.
Wow.
Many times. Yeah.
Oh, that is fantastic. I'll just show you a little clip of Ala Rakha ji. When he was actually doing a rehearsal in our makeup room, I was with him. And it was such an honor, and I want you to just listen to what he said and how we were appreciating him. Take a look at this piece. Now I want to show you and Ala Rakha ji's son, the great Zakir Hussain, doing the Jugalbandi.
Wow.
Feats on beats is another accomplishment of yours. Tell us about it.
When I was doing, and every time it is Upaj. Upaj is the create on the stage, not made. Just I am doing. And he follow and try to do that, the same. Suppose if I will do, that is then I go. Then I
fabulous.
Immediately it create, and this is the blessing of my teacher, my father, God. It was from the beginning, when I was only 2 years and 1.5 to it.
Yeah.
My father was very happy to know that the rhythm sense was from the beginning.
Wow.
It was in
It was
my
inborn.
body.
It was inborn.
Yes.
Right.
And I was very lucky that my father liked me, my uncle liked me, my hand movement, my finger, my turning, my neck, my eyes. So everybody appreciated.
That's fantastic.
Never beat. No. Always they were happy.
Panditji, earlier you mentioned the term, I've heard it so many times as well, Tumri. What does Tumri mean?
Tumri is a light classical, means the khayal, always khayal is particular rag, and you have to bind that circle, this sur, this sur.
Only
this
within a certain raga, mostly,
Right.
if it is
But the
a
Tumri
pure
is the moody things, mood.
You can blend few ragas.
you-
So
could
it can
be
become like
Mishra.
Raga Malika.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes, yes.
Or a shade of a certain rag
Oh, I see.
within another rag.
Khamaj, Maj Khamaj.
Uh-huh.
Bhairavi, but Sindh Bhairavi.
Uh-huh.
So little you can move
Uh-huh.
inside also, the street also. But Khayal you have to go one
Very
place.
strictly.
I see.
All the tan,
I
all
see.
the sargam
Yeah.
in the same raga. I love to do one thing. The words is, my uncle told me, the words, where the words of the lyric finished, after that I start the bhava. Sanchari bhava is the, I mean, how it is coming many times. So my grandfather, Maharaj Bindaji Indian, after that my father also. The Tumri Bol, the words was, Balmare Chunariya Meka Lal Raga. Oh my Balma,
Beloved.
don't forget and make it red color, my chunri, scarf.
Scarf.
But the old days, there's a mother-in-law, father-in-law is standing, and the bahu is.
She could not speak in public. She had to just hint the husband.
And how they give the hint of the red color. So she is giving the jal to Surya and make sound. Balmare, Balma is standing near the door. Balmare, Chunariya Meka,
The redness of the rising sun.
Lal Ranga de. Redness of the Surya. Lal Ranga. The Balma could not understand. Then she did Pan, Balmare, Chunariya Meka.
The red, okay.
Redness of the lips.
Could not understand. Balmare,
I see,
Chunariya
I see.
Meka.
The
Don't forget,
sindoor.
just
Sin.
remember
Vermilla.
this. Whole night, in the costume there was no color, but whole night he could show red. And the last he did, last bhav, who is Balma for everyone.
The beloved of all.
That is Krishna, or the God.
Yeah.
And the lady has no child. In India we call Mera Lal, Mera Lal.
My
Lal
son.
is my son. Hey Balma re, hey Balma, hey Balma. Chunariya Meka Lal, Lal Ranga de. You give me the color in this
Give
way.
me that bright color in my life.
King was so happy and 5 jhola asharfi, take Maharaj, for children, not for you.
Gold coins.
That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Just for the benefit of viewers, we were discussing with Panditji and Didi about Tumri. Here's an incredible demonstration of Panditji himself in action. Watch this.
Ai badra, gire gire. Ai badra.
She opens the window and looks up at the gathering clouds.
Ai badra.
Here is the dexterity of Panditji. Watch this. He's narrating the jatis and he's performing himself as a demo. Take a look at this. You know, when we were going through our ATN archives in the black and white movie days, there's a fabulous piece of work about you from Films Division of India, and where they talked about, in black and white footage, children at the age of 2 and 3 start learning Kathak.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about that.
Deepak,
In the film, in the
film was jumping and playing the dholak and something. Then I could see his intelligent rhythm came in mind,
Wow.
So I was very happy. For dance, we decorate many paintings,
Right.
with the color of the hand, and the lines of the hand is doing paintings
Right.
in space.
Yeah.
The dance is that.
Right.
If I'm doing the higher, I'm doing the down, I'm doing up, open, I'm doing down. And so many paintings we are making in the space.
Wow. I've had the honor of having Kamal Hassan in the studio with me here. I mean, he's popularly known in North as Kamal Hassan, but in the South he's known as Kamal Hassan. And he made this incredible film, Vishwaroopam, which won an award, the Tamil Nadu State Award.
Yes.
And again, compliments to you, congratulations to you. Your composition was one of the flagships of that particular movie.
Yeah. President Award. Actually.
President's Award, and he
Yes,
spoke about it as well. And and I want you to listen to what Kamal told me. Okay.
My experience is exhilarating, and I'm so happy because I denied the chance of someone who actually learned from Birju Maharaj.
Between Hindustani music and Carnatic music, there is some minor differences. But when it comes to composition of dance, you did a fabulous job, because here is a glimpse of Vishwaroopam in 5 different languages. This particular movie was a big hit in Hindi, in Tamil, in Telugu, in various languages, Malayalam, other languages as well. So tell us about that work.
I think Javed Akhtar Sahab came there, I was there.
Yeah.
And I asked him, Maharaj, I will write about the Krishna and Radha something.
Right.
I wrote the song.
Right.
And I fixed the bowl.
Right.
Takatigin, dagina, dagatit, digin, dagina. Taganagadat, takatarakit, takatarak, something.
Right.
Taginagadat. And Kamalaji, he learned that bowl. He spoke that. And Mahadevanji, immediately the tune came, and that the song was, मैं हूँ राधा तेरी, मेरा श्याम है तू, फिर यूं न कलाई थाम तू. Something, it was a very nice song.
Right, absolutely.
And I did at the same time Hindi and Tamil.
Yes.
And Shashwatji ji went to Kamalaji, what is the meaning of the Tamil language?
Yeah.
Then I could know, because then if
there were subtle differences in the Hindi.
And
kaise seekhe Maharaj ji?
And Kamalaji was very particular, Kamal Hassan ji, ki I don't want, he did one movement like this. So then I went, मैंने कहा कल, this is the Bharatanatyam, this is coming.
Yeah.
Do that down. Then he was happy. And then nicely, the movement of the neck, he did that. And something, he did it. I feel that I am there.
Yes.
You're an outstanding singer yourself, so just sing the first verse of that in Hindi, please, for me.
मैं हूँ राधा तेरी मेरा श्याम है तू पर यूं न कलाई थाम तू.
That is fabulous. Well, here is during the rehearsals and the making of this, actually, as I said before, we've had the pleasure of having both Kamal Hassan and Shankar Mahadevan in the studio with us. Take a look at this particular session. Pandit ji was present there as well. Watch this. It's an absolute delight. Take a look at it. Pandit ji, how did you feel when you received one of the highest civilian honors in India from the President of India, the Padma Vibhushan?
Yes, I was happy, but
when he received it, he was very happy. But I have to tell you the story just before receiving. When the first phone call came to him, some 2 months before, early in the morning, I don't know what he said, but he called me 5 minutes later and said, Shashwati, someone from the President House called and said they want to give me some Padma Vibhushan. What is this? So I said, Maharaji, you don't know what? He said, Padam Shri, I know.
I know that.
What is Padma Vibhushan? He couldn't even say it properly. So I said, Maharaji, what did you tell the guy? He said, wait, I don't know what this is, and I don't know whether I should take it. let me ask Shashwati and Jeevan Paniji, our director.
Yeah.
And that man was really surprised. So I said, Maharaji, he's never going to call you back. Why did you say no, or why did you hesitate? Maharaji said, if he doesn't call back, I mean, I can't help it, but I didn't know what it was.
What is
Hilarious.
this?
It was for me, and I was. And then finally, when he was receiving it at the investiture ceremony, I was with him. The senior resident commissioner of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the President House, called me, just get the lady. And I said, sorry, am I at some mistake? He said, no. You know, my ego was shattered for once, because when he said, oh, Padma Vibhushan, what is that? I have to ask some people whether I should take it. He said, I was really dumbstruck, because I saw a master in him who doesn't care for these awards. He's a great person. These awards really decorate him, but he doesn't wait for this. So that's what it is. He said, I wanted to see the lady who he was asking. I said, but it's because he didn't know it. Truly, he didn't know about the award.
Our very special congratulations to Pooja Amin and her institution,
Yes.
Sanskriti Arts, to take the initiative to bring such outstanding artists like you. We have to congratulate them tremendously for this kind of
so
initiative.
do we want to congratulate
Yes,
her.
yes.
She's really doing fantastic job.
Very
And
nice
we didn't
work.
know of this beautiful place, though I knew you from your family, but we never got a chance, thanks to Pooja, who brought us together.
Yes.
It's such a pleasure. In fact, my sister had called me from India when I mentioned to somebody else at home that you are likely to come to Canada. She said, no matter what happens, I have to go out of my way to help you out.
Padma Subramaniam is an
Padmaji,
icon,
sure.
and Maharaji and she have a wonderful relation, artistic respect for each other. We danced together a couple of years ago in Chennai. It was a wonderful show.
I didn't left my tradition
Yeah.
for Madhuri or for Deepika.
Right.
He didn't
I did
compromise.
Right.
Kathak tradition,
Right.
not the filmy style,
Right.
but I did classical.
Right.
Abhinay like Thumri.
Excellent.
In Kamal Hassan's film,
Yeah.
there's no decor.
No.
There's no costuming. It's
Right.
white kurtas. It's
Yeah.
a classroom.
It's like a rehearsal
with white
play.
walls
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
still it stands out. And still the people liked it.
Yeah.
And he got the award.
Yes.
We were really, surprised how people could take that pure classicism into their taste.
Absolutely.
So this is all the award. I feel that for Kathak art, I got all the award, not to me, but for the Kathak field.
Panditji, you're being very modest. We are very honored by your presence here. May God bless you.
I was so happy to see all the studio and the work, who is working with you, everybody.
You're promoting so much of the classical traditions
Yes.
all over North America and all over the world. So you're doing tremendous job, Shan.
I want to
Yeah.
give you congratulate to you. So big work you are
You
doing.
and your wife,
Yes,
so
correct.
dedicated, both of you are,
Yes.
and making India popular here. That's
Yes.
really a great,
Yes.
great job.
Well, on behalf of both Chaya and myself and all the people and our staff who are associated, again, we want to profoundly thank you for gracing this occasion, coming to our studio, and we'll hopefully have your blessings.
Okay.
Thank you.